Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman Troika Batman. I know I've been away for a couple of days, guys. I got sick. I'm still sick, so bear with me if I sound a little bit different. I apologize for that, but hopefully we can get through this. This is another Batman on mostly the same body we've seen a bunch of times, but this one is pretty unique, and like some of the other ones, I'm sure it's not going to appeal to a huge audience, but for those of you who are in for this Batman line from McFarlane Toys, this might be a nice pickup for you. So we're going to do a pretty quick review on it so you guys can see if you want to track one down. So let's go ahead and get him off the stand and take a closer look. Before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It is your standard package, except they've changed the DC logo. I don't know if that's an overall thing or something specific for like this current batch of figures. I don't know, but it's a different logo. Maybe that's just DC trying to do their usual silly stuff, but it's your standard packaging. Nothing special there. You see some artwork there that definitely shows the blue and gray version of this, which is the only version I've ever seen with this look, but whatever, it's all black. So anyway, it's what we get. So he stands roughly to the top of his head about 7 3/8, closer to 8 3/8, including the ears. That's going to make him just about 19 centimeters and 21 centimeters. Here he is up against Darwin, significantly larger because he's in a different scale. Now this guy is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store as of the time of filming, so I'll put a link in the description below if you want to grab one. Alright, let's do a question of the day. Are you guys all black? Black and gray? Blue and gray? Blue and black? There's no blue and black. Is there a blue and black option? I don't know. What's your favorite look for Batman? I definitely appreciate the all black looks, but I have to say I'm more in line with probably a medium gray and a medium blue. I don't love the super bright gray and bright blue, and I don't love the really, really dark ones either. So that's my personal preference, though. I definitely can appreciate a black one too. And that's what this guy is, black all the way around. So hopefully this video isn't too hard to look at. I'm doing my best here. We're still going with the metallic Barbie capes. That's a thing. But it's mostly the same body we've seen before. We have, I think these are the first time these arms are used, and these legs too. But basically everything else is reused. He's got the big spikes here on the sides, big spikes here as well. And then of course we have the head, which is kind of like the big selling point on this guy, which is pretty cool. I don't know about the chin, it's a little bit over the top, I guess, but I see what they're going for, and it looks decent enough. My ear's a little bit warped. Little hair dryer action will fix that right up. Bat logo looks nice enough. Belt is awfully bright, and the rest is just matte black plastic, which does look nice. I have to say the matte black look is really, really good. I don't mind that the cape is a different finish that kind of gives it a little bit of style, but it doesn't match this part at all, so that looks really crappy. So I don't care for that. If they painted this to match the cape, that'd be great, because as it is, it looks pretty silly, so don't care for that. But the solid black look is nice. Have they done a Batman like this? I don't think they have, really. And I have to say, like, this body's not the best, but it's not that bad. Like, proportions-wise, whatever they've done to it to make this work, and maybe this upper piece is an updated one. I don't know. They've released so many Batmans at this point, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking maybe this is an updated one to fit the cape and this logo. Either way, the proportioning is not bad on this guy. He doesn't have the giant legs. He's got the smaller head, so he's got a very stylized but comic-y look, and it's working for me. I'm happy to add this to my collection personally, despite the typical flaws of these same legs and most of the same arms and things like that. The McFarlane Toys flaws are still there, but this is a pretty cool looking Batman for what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna give it, for the aesthetic, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It looks pretty nice. They definitely could have done more with it, but it's fine for what it is. I'm not very disappointed. For accessories, you get the 2 clenchy hands, which they just really want to keep reusing since they used them on that Bane 2-pack. And then you get 1 fist hand and 1 gripping hand. That's kind of annoying. These hands also don't match the other hands. They're just throwing whatever they have at this point. So like, yeah, these hands don't match at all. With the rest of the figure, it doesn't matter that much, only if you interchange them. Like if you put the fist hand with the clenchy hand, then the gloves are different. But if you keep the pairs together, then I guess it's okay enough, but that's pretty silly. Then you get the world's largest, the world's largest Batarang. What does he do, beat people with this thing? Oh goodness, I know they've used that before. You get a DC stand now with a new logo, so there's that, and the placement of the logo is just so awkward and weird. Then you get the character card, which matches the back of the box, which doesn't match the figure. So, and the way they've cropped that isn't the best either, I suppose. I don't know if they cropped it extra for the card, but it's not great. A lot of empty space on the right. Anyway, it's bare minimum accessories, 3 out of 10. Don't like that. The hands don't match. Batarang is humongous. That kind of sucks. But for this Batman, I think you might be able to get by just with the clenchy hands and a cool pose. I think that's probably all it's really meant to be good for. The wired cape helps to pose this guy nicely, and that's probably where this guy's going to sit on your shelf. He's going to be in a cool pose. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the articulation. The head and neck are all one piece. When you make him look up, you do get a little bit of that faceting at the bottom because they didn't round it out, but he can look down. It does lean side to side a little bit, and of course it rotates. It's very stiff though, so be aware of that. Cape is wired, like I mentioned, and it works nicely. No problem with the wiring. It tucks in under the cowl there, or under the bunched up cape, so that's fine. It's only wired along the edges, but it will get the job done. Shoulders are on. Oh, okay. Okay, well, the shoulder pops off very easily. Oh wow, easier than I even thought the first time. Maybe that's not a universal thing. Be careful about that. It's not floppy or loose or anything, it just doesn't have any retention. You can raise the arms up to horizontal. You're going to get your full rotation. Oh wow, that's really a problem. I hope that's not for everybody. But yeah, at least it's not loose, so, I mean, silver lining is it doesn't fall off just by touching it. You have to move it first. Bicep swivel is in there. Kind of gnarly looking underneath, but it does work. What is going on? Is it scuffing up the surface? I don't know exactly. That's kind of a bummer. These arms still suck. Double jointed elbow does work though. Good range there. And then the wrists are on ball hinges. That will be sufficient. For the torso, he can lean back pretty well, so that's good. And he can lean forward, basically none. And to the side, oh gosh. To the side, I wasn't even barely grabbing the arm. It's not too bad for the side, it's okay. So you're gonna get your rotation, limited torso. All right, going out to the side for the legs, we've seen this all before, they're decent. Going forward, if you really wanna force it, you can get them a little bit higher, but they don't go that high because of the way they cut their diapers. Going back, it's minimal also. Thigh swivel, it's in there, but just barely. Double jointed knees, same thing we've seen before on these legs. Mucho ugly, not good looking knees, but they are functional enough. Proportioning's not great either. Ankles are on heavily ratcheted ball hinges, so yeah, not great. It's more of the same thing from McFarlane. Same thing with the toe hinge. We've seen this before too. Heavily ratcheted, functional enough, but not very good looking. And then we get a, oh well, we can't do the cake rating. We have to do an articulation rating. Articulation's gonna get a 6 out of 10 on this. It's just not that good. It'll be fine. Like, he's gonna be able to be made to look cool on a shelf, for sure. But it's not that good. Like, a lot of the joints don't work very well. Hips don't work great. The shoulders don't work great. The neck is pretty limited. Things like that. It's fine. It's just fine. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, now it's time for the cake rating. We've seen this cake before. Well, maybe we haven't. I don't know. They've done so many, I can't keep them straight. It's a fine cake. He gets a 6 out of 10. Not impressive, but definitely good enough. Okay, so now it's time for the final verdict on this guy. Is it a particularly good figure? No, it's definitely not. Am I happy to have it in my collection? Yes, I definitely am. Just right there, that silhouette right there is enough for me to throw it in the collection. It's not a super expensive figure, and it's a unique Batman that I don't think they've made a figure of before, so, or at least one that I don't have or that I can't remember. And so I'm happy to have it. Doesn't bother me because it's fairly cheap and it's not super offensive, but it's nothing special at all. It's a very run-of-the-mill, not special at all figure from McFarlane Toys. So you know what you're getting at this point. I'm going to give it an overall rating of 7 out of 10. It's a fine pickup if you're trying to fill out some spots of some unique Batmans, but it's certainly not going to win any company any awards for innovation. That's for sure. But let me know what you guys think about this sort of thing in the comment section below. But I'll be done talking now. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.